think she knows what she wants to do, and that's fine. She did 2 years of extensive rowing, and again, I'll be like I said, fully honest. I've seen Sanjay, Anil, Srikanth, Nagu, maybe I'm missing some more people. When I came into school, I feel like for me it's an intuitive thing to observe people around. Like I almost know everybody's zodiac signs. Intuitively, that's just the way my mind works. It's a profile into how people think, and I can easily say like he's Pisces, Sai is Virgo, and Sanjeev is Libra, and Radha is Sagittarius, Friday is Sagittarius.
Oh,
It's
so much.
like he's Capricorn. It's like,
This is madness.
I just know it, like it's just the way my mind works, right? Because it gives me a profile into how people think. It just fascinates me, like what, and there's a pattern out there, and I can guess people. Like I can meet people in an airport and I say, you are an Aries or Aquarius, and I've had girls just start talking to me because I'm able to tell you're an Aquarius, and suddenly they think I know a lot about them. It doesn't matter, and suddenly like okay, fine. But then
What happened is
well, lots of things happen. Like if you can tell somebody what their sign is, if you get it right, they just think that you know so much about them. And I tell them I don't.
so you always have a 1%
One chance, and my chances are like
112 is not bad.
I'm more like 70% correct. I'm able to tell them like you're a water sign, which
I'm saying the rest of us have a 1 in 12.
1 in 12 chance. Agree. But see, it's not just about me saying you're Aquarius. It's about being able to build on it. It's really easy. Like I can connect. I can talk half an hour about it, and generally some people might hate me. Most of people, oh yeah, that's good. Like okay, fine. So the point is that observing people and learning from our group, it has been tremendous experience, and it carried from here more than any other group, right? So for Neha and my kids, I just told them like a 5-part framework, and I always ask them to repeat, right? What is it? They can say it, but I'm not sure they even know that this is consciously they're thinking about it. I tell them you got to be good in sports. I didn't tell them you have to be great in academics, because that's all I did. I just did academics, right? I told them you have to have one sport. You have to have. So they think it's non-negotiable in their head, because I kept telling them that's all. I'm not great at like sitting down and working with them, but I just tell them rules of thumb, and that's how I try to lead my life, right? You gotta have one sport. You gotta have one performing art. You got to have one non-profit activity, something that you're doing. You got to do something that allows you to work in a team. I've never like really, the last one is a little bit crazy. The 5th one is academic. Do something. With my tremendous focus on academics, for me it was important that they were well-rounded. So the last one about the leadership part, they never got it. But so in their head, they always wake up and say, oh, I'm not doing a sport. I'm not doing. So now each one of them does some musical instrument. Neha did rowing, coming back to Kailash, and I will absolutely shut up now. So she did 2 years of rowing. So she was so psyched about it, like, okay, she wanted to prove herself. But rowing is a tremendous sport. Like, it's I don't know if anybody has done it. It can literally, like they'll be spitting blood, and you still have to go on. It's just an amazing sport. It tones your body, but I don't know if you can make it or not. There's nothing else. It's not about talent. It's just about you have the physique and you do it. So you have to do like 500 meters under 2 minutes. She could only do 2:02. So she's decided that she won't do it. So she spent 2 years. She's trying to find herself out. Now, for the last 9 months, she's completely focused on spending time in the ambulance service area. Right. So the township I live in, she spent Thursdays and Fridays, 12 hours, working for the ambulance volunteering, right? So she's involved and she goes on calls to 911 calls that come in, and she has tremendous stories. Like she's I think on the 2nd or 3rd call, she saw a 75-year-old man die in front of her, and she wrote a story for her class and all the stuff. It's very touching actually, but she's gaining perspectives through the non-profit work, which is way beyond what you get in school. I don't know if it's for everyone. Like I went there to support her, and I was like, I can't see all this blood and all that, but she seems to get excited about it. So to your point, some people just get excited, and maybe she'll continue. I still don't know where she'll go, but right now her in thing is trauma surgeon. But she isn't great in like doing SATs or anything like that, so she'll have to figure it out.